Welcome to an overview demo of Onfinity. The demo basically is going to show you our Onfinity 6.0 version, and I'm going to take you through some key features to provide an overview. This demo is not meant to take you into detail of each module, but rather gives you a high-level insight into the core functionalities of Onfinity. I will start from the login page. This is a web-based interface, which means you can log in with a browser. For security reasons, there is a mobile app available to allow multi-factor authentication as well as a secured socket layer for any kind of secure data transfer. I'm logging in with an Express admin with the respective password, and I can choose which language I would like to log in with. Depending on your browser, it automatically also picks up the respective language settings. In this case, I'm logging in with Express admin. When I log in, the first thing that I see is my Mosaic dashboard, which provides me the personalized information, which is relevant for me as the respective user or role. On that, basically, we've got a multi-role, multi-tenant, multi-organization system. As an Express admin, I have access to multiple roles. I could choose to log in with a specific role, and the respective data shown on my dashboard would change according to the role that I've chosen here. One user can have access to one or multiple roles. It's a multi-tenancy system, but I'm logged in here with one tenant, and I have access to multiple organizations. Now, in this case, I'm logged in with one specific organization called Express Service Solutions. But if I have access to multiple organizations, I can remove the filter, and that way I can see data of multiple organizations in the system, but reloads the system and refreshes the data even on the dashboard based on my login choice. Now, our Mosaic dashboard, a few things on that. It gives you key information and key insights directly at the login. And this is a fully customizable interface where I can define what elements I would like to choose and see for my specific role. For instance, I've got here a library of hundreds of different dashboards, widgets, charts, and KPIs that I can choose from and place those simply by just dragging and dropping over to my screen. Then these charts that you see here can be created by the user themselves. For example, if they plan to see data on certain elements for which there is no widget in a library available, the users can create even their own charts or edit charts as well. And also they can place some of their respective shortcuts to key screens as well here on their dashboard. Apart from that, you've got also the access to your workflow inbox, your notifications, as well as any requests that may have come for you. Then I would like to draw your attention to this data insight. This is a very useful widget which works across all modules, and depending on your role, it will present to you some key data insights which may be really useful for you, especially patterns or data in the system where something may not be in order or there may be something out of ordinary. For example, system shows to me proactively that there may be some vendor records which could be duplicates, so I could have a look at that. Or if there is a 7% customer profile rate, or there are some recurring expenses that require review, etc. So the system actually can keep track of your data records and draw users' attention proactively to go into certain transactions and have a look at those. So that's a very, very powerful tool. So I'm going to take you through some key features and especially highlight an overview of each of these modules. So I'm not going into detail of each of the module, but rather give you a quick overview. So this is the menu that I can basically either search my transactions on. So for example, if I want to search for sales order, I could do that here, or I could simply also navigate through these so-called apps. So I'll start with the company and global settings. So when I click on that, I would see on the top the respective sub-modules or sub-transactions of the respective app. So on the organization structure side, so first of all, we've got a multi-organization system where you can define multiple legal and non-legal entities. Now, for instance, in this system, there are 3 different entities defined, which are legal entities. But there are also multiple other non-legal entities defined as well. This could be cost centers, profit centers, plants, org units in any way. So you could define a structure, which could be your default structure for the system. And then apart from that, you can define any number of new reporting hierarchies where your structure on the reporting hierarchy could be different than your standard structure. For example, if you have different companies and every company has its marketing department, so you could define one node, so to say, which could basically then hold multiple marketing departments within one group. And then you could run reports on that. Or if you want to define your consolidation tree, so you could do that for your financial reporting or other types of reporting as well. So that's a very powerful tool right there. Then we also have some other global settings related to currencies, for example, where you can define multiple currencies. You can run your transactions in different currencies, as well as also each organization can run their accounting books in one or even multiple currencies. For example, if you are part of a global organization and you need to report based on a local GAAP as well as international GAAP of your parent organization. So you could do these things within the system, also in real time, by the way. So not only just at the period end where you do a conversion, but actually real time based on each transaction. Then we also have a period control where you can actually define your periods. You can have multiple periods and multiple calendars based on your organization's preference. So, for example, if your organization or one of your organization reports based on from April to March, or the other one reports based on January to December. So you can handle those things, and you can also open and close documents, transactions on a certain date of the month for postings. So that's something that you can handle through this. Then we've got transactional document settings specifically also for intercompany documents. You've got the possibility to define certain rules. In our Nova as well as in Galaxy editions, we also have a consolidation module which allows you to do financial consolidations as well as eliminations across different entities as well. Moving forward on the masters, so there are some key data entities that you can set up here, like customer master, business partner, vendor, as well as employee. On the employee side, we also have a full HR module, which I'm not going into details today, but we've got a very powerful HR module, which you can view another demo on our channel and have an insight into that. But quickly here, we've got our business partners and respective settings related to those business partners, including any kind of terms and conditions, or including as well a performance analysis of those respective business partners. So we can set performance criteria as well. So I'll quickly get into the customer master to just show you something. So this is our customer master. And you will see that it starts with a dashboard. Again, this is part of our Mosaic, which can be customized as well based on your needs. And you will be shown some key information related to your customers, including the credit status or key information on credit limits, etc., that you can quickly see here. Apart from that, there are a number of filters that can be set by yourself, where customers can be filtered and viewed based on. For example, I want to see customers where the credit status is okay or is under watch, or I want to see only wholesale customers in that case, or customers with a certain rating. So I can choose to go into that filter and respectively view the customers that are connected with that specific filter. And I can define my own filters, and I can save those filters myself here. Or of course, I can move and apply other filters as well as searches here. So just getting into, let's say, one of these customers. So I've opened this one in this case, and I can see some key information, including the price list that I've set for this customer, payment terms, payment method. There could be other information like sales region. And also here, interesting, I can set the credit settings on the customer level or each location level of the customer as well. So that's another interesting feature that we have. And you can also see what is the credit limit, what should happen if you reach at credit watch, and you can see the credit status, which is set automatically by the system based on the rules that you have set. I can also see here that the profile of this customer is 80% complete, and I have some other information like terms and conditions that I can set. For example, here, whether there are any billings or discounts. So based on the fact that it's a wholesale customer, I have my own dunning, a payment reminder setups, rules that I've applied. My invoicing rules are clear. So these things, if you set those properly, it will help you automate things in the system. For example, in this case, automatically payment reminders can be set and so forth. And then also return policy, the star rating and other things are available here as well. Apart from that, you can manage multiple locations, multiple contact persons, multiple bank accounts, as well as you can set up the accounting details if you're using the accounting module, which will help you post the transactions related to this customer automatically in the correct account. So that's something that you can do. So a quick insight here on this, on the customer master. Likewise, we also have different other masters where we've got their own dashboards and you can get into analyzing those customers or viewing their information. Then also on the product management side, very powerful features. We are able to define products, including product categories, as well as other information related to brand and freight category and custom tariffs. Plus, we also have the definition of charges. These are non-physical products like expenses and so forth that you would like to use in your invoicing or your orders, but these are non-physical product and they are connected to your GL accounts in the accounting directly. Then interesting also here is the pricing and discount module, which allows you to calculate your pricing automatically. So you can set up different price lists. You can calculate discounts automatically. It's a very comprehensive schema that you can set up for discount calculations or even generating your price lists based on margins that you can set up. So for example, if you want automatic price generations for sales prices based on your purchase price and your cost, and then you want to put some margin on top and you can round off or round up. So these kind of things can be done. The products can be connected to lots and serial numbers, as well as product variants can be defined, and there could be multiple barcodes connected to the respective variants as well. Quickly getting into one product, so let's have a look there. So this is our product dashboard. Again, is a Mosaic component where you can define your relevant widgets. So the widgets are filtered based on the screen that I've opened. So each screen will have a number of widgets that could be connected to that screen. So the relevant ones in this case that you see here. Again, so here we've got these filters that you can set up, and then you've got also some reporting or analytical widgets that will help you showing, for example, whether your top product, your lowest selling product, etc. So I can simply go and click on view records to see my product records. So I'm getting into this here, and I've got different types of products, including items of services, resources, expenses as well. So I can view those and I can also get into a product and see detailed settings. I could upload an image here. We've got the product type service in this case, and each product type has a certain respective effect in the system. For example, if I'm selling a service, it is treated differently than if I'm selling, let's say, an item, a physical item. So I've got some key information like name, barcode, SKU. I could also have an HSN number, the respective text category. So we define a text category. The actual text rate is calculated automatically or determined automatically based on the delivery location of your customer in combination with your text category. So that's a powerful feature of the system right there. Then you can define multiple price lists, connect those to this product. You would have sales details. So you can have a quick look here, whether this product is sold, whether it's sold through drop shipment, what is the revenue recognition method, what brand does it belong to. So some key information there. Then we've got vendor information. So if you are connecting this to a vendor where you're buying it from, you could have it also connected to multiple vendors and put the terms and conditions of the respective vendor in the system. So in this case, I'm not connected this product with any vendor. Also stock related information. So anything that relates to my stock settings, whether this is a purchased product, stock product. If it is stock, what is the rate and volume? What are the warranty days? Also expiry days, etc. And then there are some other things like drop shipment, consumable. What is the key locator, rate category? And then you can have also multiple barcodes and view transactional details. So quite a few settings that you can do. You don't have to. You can simply put a product right there and then you can start transacting with that product. You don't have to put it on all these settings. But if you put those settings in the system, it will help you automate a number of different scenarios and in your transactions. You can also put manufacturing details, including a bill of materials, as well as maintain multiple units of measure, as well as put accounting details here as well about the product. So few key things related to the products here. And then you have also sales setup related to sales regions, your lead qualification criteria, as well as lead sources. So all these reference tables, so to say, and then also some other related to the partner relationship management. Moving forward, we've got a purchasing module. So this is our core purchasing module. We have an e-procurement module, which is far bigger and more comprehensive for larger enterprise organizations, which is included in our Nova as well as the Galaxy edition. But in the core itself, we've got requisitions, RFQs with vendor responses, and the system will also help you finding the right vendor for your respective purchases. And we've got blanket purchase order for long-term contracts, vendor RMAs, as well as we've got also generation POs, purchase orders from sales order, for example. Then materials management, so that includes the order fulfillment for towards your clients, including your delivery orders, packaging, and shippings. Then also your storage operations like goods receipt, quality control. We've got your material transfer, internal use, inventory count. We also have an inventory app, by the way, which helps you use it in your warehouse for your different transactions. So that's something that you can also use. Then it's a number of reports and a very strong costing module, which helps you track your landed cost, your direct cost, as well as your RSD storage and allocate those respectively to the products if you like. And it's also something that we do very, very well in our manufacturing module, tracking the actual cost of each unit that you produce. So let's then move on with the sales and marketing. So here we've got your CRM part with the leads, opportunities, quotations, prospects, forecasts, consolidation of the forecasts that you can do. Then you've got your sales orders, your blanket sales orders for long-term contracts, your customer RMA service contracts for any kind of subscriptions and billing related to the subscriptions and services. Then we have a marketing module, which includes the respective marketing campaigns that you can plan within the system, and also build your target groups, your lists, segmentation lists, etc. as well. And then you can plan the cost as well as track the revenue against those campaigns. And also there is a very powerful commission management module, which allows you to determine and calculate the commission to maybe external agents or even internal employees that you can do here. So I'm just taking you through the overview. Of course, for the respective modules, there are detailed demos available as well. This is a module, service and project management for professional service organizations, where you have your billing frequency, your service contracts. If you've got a number of tasks, especially different phases in the project, you can define those here. You can plan the cost as well as the revenue against that. So this is less of a task management module, more from a financial project management, project costing perspective. But you can plan those projects here. And then also you can do billing on projects based on time recordings and expense management if you're doing professional services. So we also have an app where you can record your expenses for reimbursements as well as for expenses that are to be invoiced to your clients. Yeah, then moving forward, financial management, a very, very strong module with AP, accounts payable, AR. So let me quickly dive into this. So this also has its own dashboard where you can see key information like your payable buckets. You can see your document status based filters. You can see a filter based on different document types or your key vendors. And also you've got your groupings based on overdue payments, on hold and in progress, and again, top vendors and their open items. Here we've got a very interesting feature where you can actually drag and drop a file like a PDF invoice, for example, and you can actually ask Aura, our AI assistant, to automatically recognize the information on the invoice and record that invoice automatically, so it can actually check for the respective information on the invoice and capture that information. And now in this case, the Microsoft vendor is not set up or the address is not set up. If it was there, it would automatically match those things as well. So that's a feature that is also available for IDP in that case. So intelligent document processing. We can also view our invoices. For example, if I've got an invoice which is currently, I don't know, completed or in progress, I can view based on my filters similarly that we've seen earlier. And the good thing is if there are any documents available, you could view those documents or the PDFs if they were attached, because we've got a document management system. And it also will show you if these invoices were matched to your GRN or your purchase orders. So that's something that is also very useful. There are a number of different action items available on all windows, including appointment, tasks, email. If you want to, for example, send an email to your vendor related to this invoice, so you could actually do that right from here. You can put some comments here related to this invoice. So you want to attach the respective document PDFs, or you could, for example, on all screens, upload data from spreadsheets as well. So that's another interesting feature. Or even if you have an invoice which is currently not approved or is in workflow, you could view that from here as well. So that's something that you can do. And the postings respectively are automatically generated when an invoice is entered by the system and it's posted in the respective currency. Or even if there are multiple accounting books, it would post the same invoice, multiple books. So likewise, the AR invoices, including dunning for payment reminders that you can send automatically to your clients. We have a bank management module, which allows you to connect to your banks online and fetch the bank statement and reconcile, as well as manage your cash transactions. GL, of course, most of the transactions are posted in the system automatically, but in case you have your GL postings by period end, etc., you could do those here. And we also have a budget computation as well as budget control on your purchase transactions that you can also activate. Financial management, financial reporting. We've got a financial report form which allows you to configure your own financial report. It's a very powerful tool. And then we've got a bunch of other financial reports in standard. And here you can set up your charts of accounts if you have multiple or even a single. And yeah, you can set up your accounting books, like if you're working in one gap or multiple gaps, then also your tax management, like your tax rates, GST or VAT, as you like to call it. And also the whole posting is set up according to your localization can be done directly inside the system. So by default, we've got the number of localizations for our accounts available for different countries. But even if you would like to do localization for your country, which may not be available, you can actually just create a new localization, copy these existing ones, and then modify the type of accounts that you would like to use for that. And the configuration is directly done in the system. Like in this case, for AR receipt, what are the debit accounts? What are the types of credit accounts? Are set up here directly. So it's not coded. So even localization of the system for your country is very, very straightforward and easy. And you can import or copy from existing localizations and make those modifications very, very quickly. So this is a bit about the accounting module. We also have for some countries like e-invoicing, GST returns. We are connected to the banks. We are connected to the respective tax authorities as well. So check with us for your country whether the localization is available. Then moving forward with the fixed asset management. So all the fixed asset cycles can be run here directly inside the system, and including asset appreciation, amortization, impairment, enhancement, and a number of reports. We've got a very specialized module for asset maintenance, which is called field.a, which can be also used for asset maintenance activities. So let me quickly get into that. So which includes your field service staff schedules, your field service requests from your clients, or even internal plant maintenance, price assessment, quotations, or here in this case also, you can see your resources here. You can see the open tasks. You can allocate those tasks to your resources. You can see the respective calendar for this week here in this case for one team, or you could have multiple teams. And also you can track the location real time based on the mobile apps that we have, where the technicians could have an app to use for the field activities. And here we've got a number of AI functions like guiding the technicians in the app for respective activities and assets. I think there's a separate demo available for that topic. In system administration, a very configurable rights management, user management rules, including giving access to organizations, windows, field level, even data access level. We've got a very strong workflow management tool with your respective workflows within your organization that you can, for instance, I can see here an invoice workflow for multi-level invoice approval, for example. So you can set up these things directly inside the system, and pretty powerful and straightforward as well. Then you've got your reporting items that you see on your Mosaic dashboard. So you can set up those charts, your KPIs, and you can define and configure those. Very strong and comprehensive system audit, including session audit, change audit, data access audit. So all of our action audits are available. The system can track audits based on roles, based on transactions. All of that can be viewed and reported on. Then here are some utilities. Moving forward, we've got a document management system as well. We can access this either from the homepage, or we could access that from the menu. So here are different documents, and these documents can be here viewed in a shot, or you can open those directly here. And you also have the possibility to get documents digitally signed. You could sign it yourself or send it for signature to an external party or internal party. Very, very comprehensive document management itself, which can be used as a standalone module, but it is connected with each single screen inside the system. So you can upload documents everywhere. Then we've got also request management. It's basically a ticketing module, which I can also access from here. Any kind of internal tickets, you could actually do this from here. It works like a bot. If I connect, if I have a question, I want to post a ticket to my internal IT department, or maybe accounting department or HR department, you can use that module, describe your issue. You can check in the knowledge base and also report based on that. By the way, one essential thing here is actually our Aura assistant, which is an AI assistant that works with natural language, where you can actually put a question like, please show me a list of customers with their open balance. So it will actually give you the data real time, and you can interact with this AI assistant in real time. And it's also very powerful. It also connects with AI agents, external agents as well. And quickly, last but not least, we've got a very strong manufacturing module, including MRP, manufacturing setup, manufacturing transactions, including production execution, production planning, and as well as production reports. Of course, this is also very powerful when it comes to costing as well. So you can track the costing of your manufactured products really, really well. So that was a quick insight. Of course, there are detailed demos available on each of the respective modules on our channel. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Thank you.